Hi everyone, it's me, your host, the one and only Derek, and
and the one and only Nemo.
welcome back to Conversation Corner.
Let's talk about how dating helps us to determine people's values, goals, and beliefs.
Well, like you said, dating is the period of getting to know each other, and some of these things can be picked when you ask questions. How you see them behave in front of other people. Yes.
So, do you think if someone is malicious, they'll tell you the truth?
No, they will not tell you the truth. Actually, they will
Lie.
do so much to hide it. Yes. Now, this is where you are supposed to learn to read the subtle signs during conversations.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something, Derek. Hey. You mentioned a very important thing.
Yes.
Two actually very important things. You need to learn how to note the signs.
Yes.
And also communication.
Yes.
Now, a person will always tell you who they are. It doesn't matter if they are hiding or not hiding, they will always they will always tell you. Now, a good example is and ladies fall trap into this in this trap a lot, and the guy comes and says, "I'm a bad boy."
Okay.
Many ladies like bad boys.
So
you
much.
get what I mean?
Yes.
Now, that man has already told you he's not a good person.
Let me ask you this question. What is your fascination
with bad boys?
With bad boys? Yes.
I don't know. They just, I think it is very psychological because I've looked at what women like. A man with a deep voice.
Okay, like mine.
Have you been somewhere where a man sings, either in church or whatever, and then they and the ladies go, "Ah!"
No.
You've never seen it? Be very keen. You will see it.
Okay.
So there's that one. A man with a deep voice or a man who looks very dangerous.
Now, and define looks dangerous.
Okay, every person have their own thing.
Yes.
Like a biker.
Okay. I thought you meant somebody with scars.
No.
They look dangerous.
No, like people who are into dangerous things.
Activities.
Activities. It's very psychological in that. You see, for men, men look at, can my generation continue? And they look at that by looking at the hips.
Yeah. Yes. Men love Nash.
No. According to where we are talking about science, according to facts that have been tested.
Yes.
Men look at the hips because there's a way hips determine a woman can fertility. There's something about it.
Yeah.
Now for women, I'm not sure, but I need to look at the research. But I feel like we look at a person. Yes, I think I've seen some sort of research on this. We look at a man who can protect, and the same happens in the lion territory. Yeah. We look at a man who can protect the family. Yes. So that the family can continue. Yes. If the man is weak,
the generation will be weak.
The generation does not continue because other lions will take it out very fast. Yeah. So that's what happens in the world. So it's the same thing. Women, we like that kind of a man who is, he looks like he can, defend his territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of these things trigger us. The deep voice, Yeah.
The masculine body.
Yeah, that biker, vroom, vroom. We are gone. Yeah, but it's part of a generational continuation.
Yeah.
Does he look like he can guard us? And you find those ones are the ones who
who break hearts.
So yes, please learn to listen to what he says, because it's very important, and take it as gospel truth.
Yeah.
And something else. If he's defending something too much, that's how we find people's values. If you defend something too much, and a good case would be, let's even do it practically right now. Derek, do you think men should be cheating?
No. I saw that one coming a mile away. I was prepared for it.
But see, men defend it.
Yeah, actually, men to an extent they tend to defend it a lot.
And then they will tell the wife, but don't worry, I'm just saying because hizi vitu ni natural.
Yeah,
that's one is cheating.
It's easy to happen.
Easy to happen. That one is a serious serial cheater, because already he's defending that particular thing. Yeah, same thing for the women. I'm not saying it's just the men, but even the men should listen to what the woman is really defending.
Yes. You see, they say that when you're dating, go with your mind, not with your heart.
Exactly. Yes. He's hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Use your brain. And that's why I'm saying it is not intimacy.
Yeah.
It is using this minus this. Yes. Let this come later.
Yeah.
That vetting process is very necessary.
Yeah.
Again, something, let me add on values. I feel like I should add something on values.
Yes.
Is also another thing is, look at how he treats another person. Yeah? Like when you're going out for dates, he's treating you nicely, calling you baby, sugar, pumpkin. But he's calling the waiter. Stupid. Chakula hapa.
Rude to the waiter.
Rude run. You excuse yourself and go to the washroom and never come back, or maybe just eat the food and never come back. I don't know. Whatever you feel is comfortable with you. Yeah.
Well, I believe another thing that you should watch out during dating is how somebody acts when they are angry, when they are depressed, how they react to, especially when it comes to anger. Yes. You might get somebody else has annoyed you during the day, you've been at work, and I come and bring those stresses to the person I'm dating, which is not supposed to be the case. My stresses and issues, I should be able to handle them. If I need to talk about them, let us have a conversation about them. Not that I should come and transfer those stresses and anger to you.
Yes. Yeah, I really like that one. That's very true. Yeah, so those are the things. And also on values, because I'm really big on values. Women, we like dating men who are financial up there.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's laughing like that. It's contagious.
Women don't like to suffer.
Actually, no.
It's true.
It's a psychological thing there.
But they don't like to suffer.
But why should she?
They say they'd rather cry in a Range Rover than laugh on a boda.
I believe the only time she should suffer is when giving birth. This was in given.
Now, let me ask you this question. Do you believe in working together and building wealth with a man, or finding a man who is already wealthy?
Very good question, by the way. I like that one. It depends.
With what?
I tell people it depends.
Okay, with what?
Good. Now, in your 20s, you can experiment in dating. Yeah, but date with a person who has a vision, who has a goal.
Okay.
And how do you know goals? You just ask. If he stammers, run.
If he thinks about it.
If he thinks about it, run. This is a person who's not made the decision. So yeah, in your 20s, you can have that experimentation.
All right.
Okay. In your 30s, I believe, and upwards, you should have at least something to show. At least something. Doesn't matter. Could be, I don't know, you name it. But I feel like there's something to show.
What?
What is this something?
Yes.
In your 30s, either, okay, no, me, I'm a Kikuyu, so as we believe in land. Yeah, so maybe land, and what I'm seeing people doing nowadays, getting into investment, whatevers, like money market funds or something of that nature. Like see actual progress with this human being, so that you know he has a vision as to where he's going. He has something to show.
All right.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
But do not put young men under unnecessary pressure to get land. Please, she used that as an example. Not that land is what you should be setting your goals on right now.
Personally, I don't know. Me and here people saying Kikuyus and land.
Yeah.
You cannot separate.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So it just depends. It's not just land. It could be anything, any form of investment. Yeah.
Yes.
So land is an asset. It's a form of investment. Yeah. But in your 20s, I understand there's that struggle, and you can work together to achieve those goals. So personally, I would say it depends. Can you imagine meeting somebody in their 30s and they have nothing to show, not even an investment? You can meet someone broke, but why is it that they are broke? Maybe they are building a house somewhere, because he's constantly saying, "Oh, I'm broke," and I've met such a person, by the way. His bank balance is 000.
But he's building.
Yes, come, let me show you. Hey, now nimepata tu pesa. Now nimeweka ka foundation. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
He has something to show. But and I'm not just saying, again, forgive me because I'm speaking from a Kikuyu point of view, but I mean any form of investment.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, maybe as a business, that's also an investment.
Yeah, but we are living in difficult times financially. So do not put yourself under unnecessary pressure to have huge assets. Start small with what you have, with what you can do. Yes, and then you grow from there. Yeah. And if a lady finds a man that is at least putting in that effort, yes,
those are the visions.
Yes, those are the visions that you should look at.
Yeah, and for values, what I was saying is a person is crying in a Range Rover, but wait, Derek,
they chose the Range Rover.
Yeah, they chose, and I've seen, and one of the values of this man is he's not generous.
Yeah,
he will not give you a single cent, but he will take you to lavish places. You name it. And that's what he was doing when you were dating, probably. He was taking you to lavish places. He didn't even give you a single coin. So he's not even generous.
Yeah, you get blinded by all that money, which you are not touching. And when that man lives your life, now you go back to the lowest point because you're used to this lavish lifestyle, and you cannot manage it.
Yeah, by yourself.
Exactly.
So that's also a value, generosity. Is this person generous? And by generosity, see credit your 10 bob. You get. The guy is driving a Range Rover and is giving a credit of 10 shillings.
Not even credit of 10 shillings. When we are talking about generosity, we mean, is that person willing to empower you?
Thank you.
financially such that you are able to maintain that lifestyle with or without them.
Empowering is a very beautiful word you've used, Derek. I like it, yeah. And by empowering, he's using the resources that he has, yeah?
Yes.
Not he's going overboard, he's taking loans, trying.
But you see, people will say, do not empower a woman because at the end of the day, once they are stable, they are able to, they will leave you behind. It is something that has happened to some people, but you see that comes back to
your vetting process.
The vetting process that you used when you are vetting your partner.
You didn't look at those values.
Yes,
exactly.
So you tend to choose somebody with the very skewed values and morals, and then you come and say that all women are terrible.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Or even you say all men are bad.
Yes, men are dogs.
Yeah, men are dogs, but that is not the case. No. There is one or two that will behave that way, but also there are others, a small percentage, who will actually be very grateful for the efforts that you put in pushing them, and they will also lift you up.
That's actually very true.
Yes.
Yeah, so dating is very, very, very
important.
Necessary, yeah.
Yes.
Because it really helps you to really determine a lot.
Yeah.
Even if a man is forcing you, or I don't know, let me not use forcing, is asking you to sleep with you. When dating, say no. I don't feel, again, this is something I've seen with women. They feel because that's the only way to show a man love.
They say that the best way to a man's heart through food.
Oh, through food.
Yes.
All types of food. Hey, where? No, do not be put in those pressures. Again, I always say, if you feel the pressure, it's okay to say, okay, this person is like that, let me go the other direction, because he's not the best person for you. Yeah. Then do you feel a person who is serious will not be offended if you tell them, let's wait?
Well, actually, I believe so. If a person is truly intent on having you as a serious partner, long-term partner, somebody who sees the future with you, yes, they'll be content with waiting. But now you see the problem with that nowadays is a lady will tell you wait, but they are, on the other hand, they are giving it out to other people.
Then that is a person with lose. Yes. Values are speaking a lot here.
Yes. So you need to learn to read the signs.
And also something else I know, this is for the ladies, is if you do it too quickly, a man will lose interest.
Yes.
Am I? Oh, okay.
That is
I thought
true.
he would say no. Yeah, he does lose interest. Although sometimes could be the case. I've seen people who started like that, ended up married, and they're happily together.
Yeah.
But most of the time.
Yeah, in most cases, they tend to lose interest fast. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not how you build oxytocin in a man. One day we'll tell you the science of love.
And you can see right now they're telling people mathematics is not compulsory, chemistry and physics, and we are telling people that we are going to teach them chemistry once again.
Chemistry and love. Men do not build oxytocin like that, my friend.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So that is values, beliefs, and interest and goals.
Yes.
Do you feel like we've left anything out? Do you have a question for the viewers?
I have a question for the viewers. This is mostly for the young generation.
Okay.
What is your take on dating? Because right now people are not dating. People are just entering into situationships.
Situationships. Oh yes. Oh so, Lord, yes.
Please tell us, what is your take on dating? And are you dating?
And how long should people date?
That is a good question. A very good question.
I thought I was asking you
Oh.
this question.
I thought you were asking our viewers.
No. I'm asking you as a man.
As a man.
Yes.
I think it depends.
Oh, okay.
Yes, on the person with whom you are with. I've seen people date for a whole year, and I've seen people date for 6 months. I've seen people date for a month.
Hey,
Yeah.
1 year.
Yes.
Run. This is the man who is not sure himself.
So it depends.
1 year.
But you see, the thing is,
without any form of progress.
Actually, if there's a progress, but you see now when I say a whole year, okay, I believe the process of dating ends when now we go to our parents and introduce each other.
Okay.
And say that now, Mom, this is my person. This is the person I'm with. Even if it's not the marriage, it's the process of making it known to both parents that this is the person I am with.
So that makes me wonder, what's the difference between dating and courtship? Because in my head, dating ends when this person says, okay, can we become something? Can we become girlfriend and boyfriend, or even man and woman? For me, that is the end of dating. So when you said 1 year, I was like, wow, I'm just dilly-dallying here for 1 year.
I believe I'm combining dating and courtship.
Yes, you've combined dating and courtship, yeah.
Because you see, nowadays, you don't tell somebody, now can we become boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, you need clarity. What do you mean?
People date. People date. And before you know it, you are being introduced as the girlfriend or the boyfriend.
People should make it clear as possible. Yes. And here is why. You don't want to end up dating yourself. I've seen women, a number of them, who've dated themselves.
Even men date themselves.
Because you did everything a couple would do.
Yeah.
And then later you're told, were we even dating?
I thought you were friends.
I thought you were friends. Shock on
your friends one that you didn't even know.
You're doing all these other things that really couples do. Hey, no, please, can we formalize having those hard questions, having those hard communications? Are we an item? Yeah, so that you don't end up dating yourself. Yeah. So that's what I believe. So before we formalize, how long should somebody take?
No, I answered the previous one. Now this is up to you not to answer.
I feel like okay. In my opinion, it should not last a year. Honestly, dating, we've never moved on to something. We've never given it a name, because that so often it becomes a situationship.
Yeah.
So I feel like 1 year is a bit too much.
So how long?
Anywhere between, and you don't want, if you're serious, by the way, depends if somebody is looking for a person seriously, not more than 3 months. They say men are very sure of themselves. They are not like ladies. Us, we are constantly thinking, okay, should I not? But a man knows within a few seconds if even he has interest or not. Yeah, he knows. This one will waste their time. This one I will not waste their time. So don't be wasted for time. I feel like that.
Okay.
So I feel like it should not go beyond let me say 6 months. So anywhere between, I feel 6 months is a stretch anyway, guys, but anywhere between 3 months to 6 months. But if you realize he's wasting your time before even 1 week, check out.
Now, let me clarify something. You've said that dating should take 3 to 6 months. What about courtship? And how do you define courtship?
For me, courtship is now we're taking things serious. We've even started introducing each other friends. We've started it's a slow process.
Okay.
Yeah, we've started now introducing even family, like you said. For me, that is courtship. Now already I know there's direction to marriage.
Now, I believe the friends are supposed to be met during dating.
During dating, okay.
Yeah.
Within those 3 months.
Yes.
Okay.
you might you might you might make a mistake and
now that I think about it,
yes, you should meet the friends during dating so that you, at least you know who surrounds this person that I'm currently.
I've seen men who hide their friends.
Okay.
So in this case, run.
It speaks volume.
You see?
Those are the hidden signs that you need to watch out for. Yes.
If you don't meet, actually, that's true. Because even for ladies, what we do is we tell our friends, kagua kama ni mtu mzuri. Check if he's a good person. If he's not, me, I'm out. Yeah, that's what we do as ladies. I don't know why.
And if you find a man who is isolating himself from other people, he doesn't have friends, doesn't relate well with the neighbors or even their family, that is a red flag.
Yeah, huge
already.
one.
Yes.
Run.
Yes.
Run. There's a man who once advised me. That time I was very young. I think I was either 19 or 20. And he told me, let a man see your heels and dust as you're running. Not anything else. Run. If you see a red flag, run. Don't even think. I know it's hard. Sometimes, Derek, it is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this person has been buying you, love bombing you. So in your head, you're like, this person must really love me. Really. So you have a hard time living.
Yes.
So use this, not this.
Not the heart. Yeah.
Then later you can use that one.
Yes.
You can combine.
It is very important to identify those red flags early enough. And the red flags, I think, is also a topic that we will delve in quite thoroughly in the near future. Yes, so that you know some of these things. Yeah.
All right, viewers. So that is all about values, goals, interests. Yes.
And beliefs.
Yes. So subscribe, like, comment, tell us about the questions we've just asked.
Yes.
And
that is all for today. We'll catch you on the next one.
Asante. Bye-bye.
We are also planning on having a webinar.
Yeah, we can even do a Q&A session in the webinar where you just get to ask us some questions and see how we can respond.
Yes.
Yeah.